Hello everyone, this is Teacher Harold, your junior high school math teacher. And in this video, we will talk about a lesson related to trigonometry. And this is under week number 8, lesson number 1, which is graphs of sine and cosine functions. After watching this video, you should be able to determine the different properties of the graph of a circular function, and you should also be able to draw the graph of circular functions. The graph of a function gives us a better idea of its behavior. So in this section, you will discuss, or we will discuss, the different properties and the graphs of the sine and cosine functions. The other trigonometric functions are graphed in the next materials. For the graph of sine and cosine functions in this material, we consider for now the following properties. Now, two of the most important things we need to consider in studying this lesson is the first one, we have the period, which can be defined as the length of one complete cycle. And the second one is the amplitude, defined as the absolute value of one half of the difference between its greatest or highest and lowest function values. It also indicates the height of the graph. Now, for the graph of sine functions, let us consider this set of properties, particularly properties of the curve with this equation of function f of x is equal to sine of x. So the properties are, okay, we have the period, the amplitude, zeros of the sine function. Okay, so these are the first three of the properties. Now for the period, okay, let us refer to this illustration. The graph situated in this Cartesian plane, the blue graph, which indicates that this graph is the graph of this equation, f of x is equal to sine of x. So it's the function of sine x. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. Now for the period of sine function, that is equal to 2 pi. So this is actually the length of one cycle of this graph, which is 2 pi. But as you can see from this coordinate axis, the label coordinates are in terms of degrees for the x-axis and okay for the y-axis. Okay, degrees, no? Yeah. Okay. Now for the coordinates of y-axis, it has an interval of 0.5. Okay. So again, the period is 2 pi. The amplitude is 1, which is the height of the graph. And for the zeros of sine functions, when we say the zeros of sine functions, these are the x-intercept of this graph. When we say x-intercepts, it is the x-coordinate of the point where the graph crosses the x-axis. Not just one, but many zeros of sine functions. Again, we call them the x-intercepts. Okay, so we have 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and so on and so forth up to n pi, where n indicates that where n is any integer or positive integers. Next. Yun. Now, the fourth property, the sine function is an odd function. That is when we replace x here by negative x, the result of the function becomes, the result of sine value becomes negative. Yan. Now, the graph of the function is symmetric with respect to the origin. Okay. The maximum values of the function happened at the value of x, which is equal to pi over 2 plus 2n pi, where n again is an integer. So, when we are asked to determine the maximum value of the function, okay, it happened for so many times, and again, the maximum values occurred at a certain value of x, having this formula. Now, this formula represents any value of x where the maximum value of the function happened. Okay? Then, the seventh property, the minimum value of y, or the function f of x is equal to sine of x, happened at value of x, which is equal to 3 pi over 2 plus 2n pi, where n is an integers. So, this is where you determine the value of x, where the minimum value of this function happened. Okay? Happens. Now, these are the things you need to consider when you are to sketch the graph of the sine function. Okay. Now, for the graph of sine function, the graph of f of x is equal to a sine of bx. So, here, what if the coefficient of sine is no longer equal to 1? And the coefficient of x has a value other than 1. Okay. So, these are the properties of the curve whose equation is f of x is equal to a sine of bx. Yan. So, this is your graph. So, from the origin, it starts from 0. Then going this way, okay, it's just like a letter S that is positioned in this way, in this manner. Okay. Yeah. Now, what are the properties of this function? So, the function f of x is periodic with this formula. P is equal to the absolute value of 2 pi over b. Okay. Where b is taken from the coefficient of x from this function. Okay. Then for number 2, the amplitude is equal to the absolute value of a. As I discussed from the previous slide, the amplitude is the height of the graph. Or, if we recall again the definition, it is the absolute value of the difference of the absolute value of half of the difference between the highest and the lowest value of the function. Okay. Now, for the zeros of f of x is equal to a sine of bx, okay, this happens at 0, p over 2, and so on and so forth, up to a certain n, p over 2, where n is an integer. Now, the small letter p here represents the period. Yan. Ito yun, yung nasa number 1. Okay? Next, the maximum value of the function happened at x which is equal to P over 4 plus NP. Again, P is the period and N is any integer. Number 5, for the minimum value of the function, the minimum values happen at a certain value of x along the x-axis, having the formula 3p over 4 plus np, where n is an integer and p is the period. Yeah. Okay. Now for the graph of cosine function, the function has this equation coded by color orange, no, or orange or red. Okay. So now for the graph, okay, the graph start from 0, but it starts from the maximum value, which is 1, going this way and goes back to the highest value of 1 along the y-axis. So this is the appearance of one complete cycle of the graph of cosine function. Okay. Unlike in sine function, the graph starts from 0. Okay. While the function, the graph starts from 1, from the y-axis. Okay. So again, the value of x, or the coordinates of x-axis, are expressed in terms of degrees. Okay, and the value of y coordinates has the interval of 0.5. Okay, so the period, just like in sine function, the period of cosine function is 2 pi. And the amplitude is equal to 1, just like in sine function. Then the zeros of the cosine function happens at the coordinates of x-axis, 2 pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, and so on up to n pi over 2, where n is an odd integers. Again, when we say the zeros of the function, these are also known as the x-intercept of the graph. Okay. Now, here the values are in terms of radian. Okay. Okay, so number 4, the cosine function is an even function. So, ibig sabihin, if we replace x here by negative x, and you simplify this, the result will go back to cosine of x. So it remains positive. The value of cosine function remains positive, even if you replace x by negative x, and the simplified form becomes this one. Okay. Number 5, property, the maximum values of the cosine function happen at x equals 2 and pi, and the minimum values happened at the value of x, which is equal to quantity 2n plus 1 pi, where n from both of these formulas or equations is an integer. Okay. Now, for the graph of cosine function, having this equation wherein the coefficient of cosine has already a value not other than 1, represented by a, and there is a coefficient of x which is represented by b, wherein the value is not just equal to 1. Okay. So these are the properties of this curve having this equation. Okay. F of x is equal to a cosine of bx. and this is the graph. Okay. The appearance of one cycle of the graph of cosine function is just like letter V or letter U. Okay. So the function f of x is periodic with a period p is equal to the absolute value of 2 pi over b, where b is taken from the coefficient of x. The amplitude is equal to a, which is the coefficient of this cosine quantity. The zeros of this function are p over 4, 3p over 4, 5p over 4, and so on and so forth, up to a certain quantity 2n minus 1p over 4, where small letter p denotes the period, which is in reference, which is taken from number 1, and n represents an integer. Number 4, the maximum values of f of x is equals a cosine of bx happened at x is equal to np, where n is an integer, and again, the small letter p denotes the period from number 1. The maximum values of f of x equals a cosine bx occur at x equals quantity 2n minus 1p all over 2, where n is an integer. Okay. Now let us have some examples for us to further understand this topic. Okay, suppose we are asked to trace the graph of this sine function having an equation of y equals 4 sine of 8x. Now, this is the solution. So, let us consider the three main properties at this moment. So, for the amplitude, that is equal to the absolute value of a, which is equal to the absolute value of 4, which is taken from here, the coefficient of sine 8x. So, that is 4. And for the period, we use the formula P equals the absolute value of 2 pi over B. So, B here is taken from the coefficient of x. So, 8. So, we have 2 pi over 8. You simplify this, it will give us pi over 4. And dividing the period into 4 equal parts, we have this one. Okay. So, let us have p over 4. So, p, you plug in the value of p, which is pi over 4 over 4. That is pi over 16. Then, we consider p over 2. So, again, p is replaced by pi over 4 divided by 2. That is pi over 8. Then, 3p over 4. Substitute the value of p and you simplify that, it will give us 3 pi over 16. And then we have p, which is equal to pi over 4, which is taken from letter B. Now, what are we going to do with these 4 values? Okay, so ganito mangyari dyan. Okay, before that, we go to letter D. Then, we now consider tracing the graph of y equals 4 sine 8x. Yun. Okay, so this is the outcome of the graph. Okay, now as you can see, I highlighted 5 dots here. Okay, the first one is plotted at the origin. Then, the second one, we plot this Since the amplitude is 4, so we place the point right here, kapantay ng 4 dito along the y-axis. Then, it is not necessarily plotted along the y-axis. It's just plotted near the y-axis. Why near the y-axis? Because we are considering the distance of the point from the y-axis. And that distance is actually the value of p over 4, which is pi over 16. So from 0 up to this point, it's pi over 16. Okay. Then for the third point, go down, and its distance from the y-axis is actually pi over 8. Ayan. And then for the fourth point, that is actually 3 pi. Okay, saan na ba tayo? Okay. Now, this is pi over 16. This is pi over 8. This is 3 pi over 16. And this one right here is pi over 4. Okay, ayan. Then, since this is a sine function, you just draw the first cycle like this. Okay? And since we already identify this cycle, it means we will duplicate this in order to continue draw the graph. Okay. Another cycle, and so on and so forth. And we do the same thing going to the left. Another cycle. And this is your graph, whose equation is this one. Okay? Next. Okay. Now we go to, okay, ayun. Next. How about the graph of y is equal to negative 4 sine 8x? Again, we consider the three main properties: the amplitude, the period, and the partition of one cycle of this given function. Okay. For the amplitude, that is taken from the coefficient of sine 8x. Since we consider the absolute value, we clear the negative sign, so it's 4. And for the period, that is using the formula 2 pi over b, or that is 2 pi over 8, where 8 is taken from the coefficient of x, so that is pi over 4. And then, this pi over 4 here is to be divided into 4 equal parts. So the first part is represented by p over 4, where p is pi over 4, so that is 16. Then for the second partition, that is p over 2. So again, pi over 4 over 2, that is pi over 8. The third partition is 3p over 4, where p is pi over 4, simplify, that is 3 pi over 16. And finally, p over 4, which is the complete cycle, which is equal to pi over 4. Now, and then we are now going to graph the given sine function, which is y is equal to negative 4 sine of 8x. So refer to the figure, and this is the appearance. Okay? Yeah. Okay, so we begin with the point of origin. Now, since the coefficient is negative, so we will start from 0 going down. Yun. So for the second plotted point, it has a distance from the y-axis, which is equal to p over 4, pi over 16. Okay, so this is pi over 16. Along the x-axis, this is pi over 8, which is taken from p over 2. half of the cycle, and 3/4 of the cycle, this one, 3 over 16, 3 pi over 16, and pi over 4. Okay. Now you will notice this is pi. So 1/4 of pi is up to this one from the y-axis. So this is the cycle. Now this cycle is to be repeated infinitely, and these are the following. Okay, after you identify this cycle, you will duplicate this, okay, cycle, another cycle, another cycle, and so on. So you will duplicate this going the cycle going to the right and going to the left. Okay, cycle, cycle. And this continuous graph is this one, y is equal to negative 4 sine of 8x. Okay? Okay, let us label. So the second point, okay, has a distance of pi over 16, which is the coordinate along the x-axis. Okay, for the third point, so that is pi over 8. Then 3 pi over 16, actually this fourth point, and the final point, which is pi over 4. Ayan. Now, what about the third example? Y is equal to 3 cosine of 2x. Of course, we need to consider the three main properties, the amplitude. So in this case, it's 3. And for the period, that is 2 pi over b, or 2 pi over 2. So the period is pi. The length of one cycle is pi. Dividing the period into 4 equal parts. So let us begin with p over 4. That is pi over 4. Pi over 2, it's pi over 2. 3p over 4, it's 3 pi over 4. And p is equal to pi. Then we draw the given function, the graph of the given function, which is y is equal to 3 cosine of 2x. And this is the result. Now, since this is cosine, starting at 0, we will begin at the maximum value, which is 3. Yeah. Then going this way. So the complete cycle of this cosine function is again just like the appearance of letter V or letter U. Okay. The V-like or U-like shaped. Now, itong cycle na to, uulit-ulitin nyo lang at idudugtong nyo sa dulo. Okay. Cycle, cycle. Going to the right, cycle then going to the left. Yan. Continuous yan. And this is the graph of this given function. Okay? Next. About negative y equals negative 3 cosine 2x. So basically, okay, parang parehas lang. Again, the amplitude, we consider the absolute value since this is negative. So it's 3. So the period is 2 using the formula 2 pi over b. And b is 2 taken from the coefficient of x. And then dividing the period into 4 equal parts. So the first part is p over 4. The second part is p over 2. So that is pi over 2. The first one is pi over 4. 3p over 4 is 3 pi over 4. And p is equal to pi. Then draw the given function and this is your graph. Okay. So ano napansin? Yung itsura ng graph ay letter V din or U, pero baliktad ang posisyon. Ba't ganon? Okay. Because of this sign. Okay. Kanina pa ganito, 'di ba? Yung normal position ng isang cycle. But here, the cycle is situated in such a way that it is the opposite of the previous example. V or U na pabaliktad ang pwesto. Ayan. So, the cycle is this one. Then, uulitin lang, tuloy-tuloy, going to the right and going to the left. Ayan. Okay, so yun yun. Yung P over 4, P over 2, 3P over 4, and this is P. Ayan. Cycle. Next. Okay. Refer to this YouTube video link for more illustrative examples on how to draw the graphs of sine and cosine function. So this is the link. Okay, I think this is the end of the slide, and I'm done discussing the topic, so we will see you next time.